What do you know? I say, slapping her in the face. But she doesn't even like react to it. Just like a force field just over the skin. My hand hurts afterwards. Like, your witch power is protecting you. Damn you, Sybil. Hey, Scarlet Hollow, I'm Cable, he's Time. We're talking to Pastor Daniel about his creepy-ass kid talking to the rats in the walls, quote-unquote rats perhaps, trying to get her to go to Tetanus Lake. There she is off there with her dead eyes.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I do feel kind of bad saying this guy was creepy to his face. Because I imagine that being able to talk to animals like we can and not being cool with it is like really traumatizing. Like,
I mean,
it probably made him think he was insane for a long time.
It doesn't even honestly sound like he doesn't like it, because he said he did like try to talk to him, to like the alpacas and stuff a couple times. It's just that he thinks other people will like
think he's crazy
and stuff. Yeah,
I do think he's creepy though. I just didn't want to say it to his face is the thing.
Yeah.
I felt kind of bad about that. Let's see here. What are we going to say next? So we were talking about his kid. What have they been saying? I would like to know what they've been telling his kid.
Yeah, what have
you
they
actually
been saying?
seen them? Has Janie heard them? Are you sure they're rats? Question mark, exclamation point, ellipses, exclamation point, question mark.
Yeah.
This is really creepy, dude. Have you tried befriending them? Maybe Tulip's on to something. Is there anything I can do to help? Maybe I could try talking to them. You should talk to Tulip about the gift. I'm sure both of us could have used some guidance growing up.
I mean...
what are they telling your kid?
Yeah, what have they been saying?
They like to goad me into crying or becoming depressed. Okay. They watch me through unseen holes and make fun of me and try to figure out how to press my buttons.
Oh, good.
Okay. Have you not, like, tried to... I forgot Wayne's back there. Hey, Wayne, can you bust a hole in the wall real quick and drag one of these out so we can look at it?
Yeah.
It's annoying, but easy enough to block out, especially when I'm praying. I don't think they're a good influence on Tulip, though. She's gotten quiet and secretive ever since she started talking to them. I'd hate to think what they say to her when I'm not around to hear.
There's this newfangled thing that we have in Twitter. It's called an exterminator. Have you perhaps heard of them?
You don't want the one from Twitter, though. It gets real rough. You don't want those ones. You gotta be real careful when you're looking up the yellow pages in Twitter.
Yeah.
Are you sure they're rats?
Yeah.
I think so. The pastor shifts uncomfortably for a moment. I hope so. Have you actually seen them?
It sounds like he has not seen them.
No, but I don't need to. I lived in a dorm that had rats once. You never see them, but the church has all the signs of an infestation, and there's no mistaking the sound of little creatures stampeding through the walls.
Oh, good.
I've left out some humane rat traps, but they're too smart for them. All it's done is waste peanut butter. And I caught a possum in one, poor thing. You motherfucker. I take back what I said about calling you creepy.
He said they were humane traps, so the possum is probably fine.
Possums are never very bright, but at least you got a nice big scoop of peanut butter out of your... Okay, fine, I take it back.
Yeah.
I wish I could use humane traps. They don't sell those around where I am. It's just everything's lethal.
Yeah.
I feel bad. I don't want to put out like a rat trap or a mouse trap and kill it. I just want to catch it and then like drive down the road so I can put it down and then catch it again like a week later when it gets back to my house. Has Janie heard them? She's not in the church very often. She's usually in town doing her jobs until late, and we spend our evenings in the house. It's just me and Tulip all day long. Janie knows Tulip has made some strange little friends, but thinks it's an imagination game. I was hoping I'd sort out the rat issue before she could get suspicious, but they're persistent, so I may have to hire an exterminator if I can get the money for one. See, he knows about them.
Okay, so he has heard of exterminators.
There's like one in Scarlet Hollow, I guess, unless they're going to drive out from another town. That's going to be expensive.
Yeah, but I guess he did say for the money for one, so it might have to have him drive out from somewhere.
Oh boy. I hope it doesn't have to come to that. I can get my buddy Wayne to just kind of like walk into the wall and eat them. Maybe. You feeling up to it today, Wayne? And then he just like slowly crouches back down into the bush he's in.
Just like...
I guess that's a no. Sorry, kid.
You just turn and like yell over his shoulder.
He turns around, he sees him, but he doesn't really react. He's like, oh, that guy. Yeah, he's just kind of around, I guess. Everyone in town knows about Wayne. They just don't care.
Yeah.
They just got used to him after a while. He's only weird to us because we're new. And Tabitha, I guess.
Yeah.
This is really creepy, dude. Have you tried befriending them? Is there anything I can do to help? Maybe I could try talking to them. You should talk to Tulip. Which one should we say? Let's just see. Maybe I could talk to them. Let me go to
see if we can talk to him, yeah.
I'm pretty sly. I got that street smarts. I can like trick him into something.
I'm good at talking to animals.
That would be lovely. I'd certainly appreciate a helping hand here. I don't want to be too much of a bother, and you should probably finish looking for your missing friend first, but I'll be around. See you next episode in 3 years.
That's gonna be a thing some other time.
Out of the corner of your eye, you see Kaneki using her hand blasters to jet up to you. She must have finished talking to Janie. Janie says she hasn't seen Stella either, so we'd better get going. Hope your talk with the pastor went well.
It was fine.
Yes, we had a great conversation. I appreciate you all stopping by, even if it wasn't under the best circumstances. I'll let you all be on your way.
Heck, we don't get to talk to the alpacas.
Damn it! The whole reason why I came here.
Disappointing.
Darn, I say, kind of like kicking a rock, sort of, but not really. And I hope Stella turns up soon. I'll put in some good prayers with the big man for her. Thanks. I'm glad you're giving us those thoughts and prayers. That helps a lot, thanks.
Is the big man a thing a priest would usually call God?
No, I'm talking about the big man. Then he turns around and points at Wayne, and you're like, oh.
Oh, okay, Wayne. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Like the literal big man that's here in town. All right, thanks. See ya. Kanika starts back down the path to town, and you follow. Okay, now that we put some distance between us and the church, what did he want to talk to you about? He didn't say anything weird, did he? Nosy, aren't you? Let the man have his privacy. God.
We did already tell her and Stella that he can talk to. We thought he can talk to animals, right?
Yeah, I said it immediately after meeting him. I was like, yeah, that guy says he can talk to animals. Well, he didn't say it, but I was like, I'm pretty sure that guy can talk to animals.
Yeah.
He just wanted to talk about our shared gift. Everyone in this town is so mean to him. He's a nice guy. He didn't pay attention to my face, though. Tulips apparently made some weird imaginary friends. We might want to check it out later this week if we survive, I guess.
That's probably more important than...
We're going to have to figure out what the hell that's about.
Yeah.
G-Fat, imaginary... Kids make up imaginary friends all the time. Pastor Daniel says that there's a rat infestation in the church and that the rats are her friends. I don't know. It seemed weird. But that was me talking. It's weird that we went back to Instagram without me picking something.
Yeah.
Okay, as much as I'd hate going back there, I guess that's a loose lead. Loose lead. Never read that before. If we don't have anything else to investigate once we've found Stella and... Kanika pauses. Once we've checked out the clinic, then maybe we can look around the church. Next episode, we'll check out the church, I guess. Today's clinic. This is the clinic episode. Let's not get too distracted until we find Stella, though. Where to next? I don't have enough time because I'm old and tired.
Heck.
It's time for my nap. I need my nap. As you consider your next move, your vision blurs again, but this time it persists. The weakness in your knees returns. Your ears fill with static, and you can feel yourself swaying, unable to control your body. It seems the toll of the pact you made last night is finally catching up with you. Dang, I hate being 93 years old.
Oh man, this is not going to be great when we're trying to run from Vampire Reese later.
Whatever. Maybe he'll just bite me and then I'll just get to be old forever. That'll suck, actually. Please don't do that, Reese.
But you'll have like the vampire super strength and stuff, so it'll be okay, actually. It like cancels out.
Yeah, but I still look old. Boo.
I guess.
Boo. Hey, Instagram, are you okay? Instagram.
Oh, we just straight up passed out.
No, I'm not okay. I think I might have had a stroke, actually. Oh, heck, the general store is just around the corner. Let's get you inside. I have anti-stroke medicine there. It'll just reverse the stroke.
It just turns it off.
We need help. He just keeps playing his gotcha game while literally dragging me through the store, calling for help. The bells of the general store chime welcomingly as Kanika drags you across the threshold. You can faintly make out the unintelligible mumbling of what must be voices, and then you fade out again. We still have to have tea with Sybil. Yeah, well, there we go. Okay, cool.
Hey, look, it's tea with Sybil.
Hey, look, it's tea with Sybil, guys. Okay. You come to in a chair in the tea room. Sybil sits across from you, a gentle smile of relief washing over her face as you regain consciousness. It's dark here, the sunlight filtering through the heavy curtains, weak and watery, partially supplemented by the bright grow lights. Oh, I thought they were glow lights. Grow lights over the plant in the corner. What are you cultivating back here, Sybil? What are you growing?
She's cultivating a drug.
A whole drug. I would like one drug, please. Just one, though.
One drug would make my old body feel pretty good, I think.
Sybil's like, yeah, you're right. It does that with mine. That's why I grow it. Welcome back. It looks like it's just you and me for now. Kanika is getting some much overdue bed rest upstairs. So yeah, she was sick this whole time.
Oh yeah, she had like a cold or something.
That didn't really come up, but she certainly did have it. That'll be resolved in episode 6 about 5 years from now. I went ahead and made you some tea, dear. It should help a bit with your condition. Is that what we're calling it, Sybil? Us old guard? Us old dogs? Your eyes drift down to the cup of freshly brewed tea in front of you. It smells light and citrusy, with undertones of decaying earth. Is this that dang-ass chaga tea?
Sybil, are there mushrooms in this tea?
It's the same tea you sampled with Avery at the diner on Tuesday. Man, I felt old and like I was in pain. Now I feel old, miserable, and also in pain. Don't expect it to change your gray hairs back, but at the very least, it should make it easier for your mind and spirit to adjust to some of the physical changes you've gone through. Hopefully, you'll be a little less exhausted and a little less prone to passing out. At your age, you really can't afford to do that. You'll break something.
Oh yeah, your hips are not in the best condition anymore.
And when you're finished, we can use the leaves for a reading on the house, of course. Until then, why don't we just chat? Sip your tea. No, thank you. Well, I guess I should probably do that. She might know what she's talking about.
I guess, if it's gonna, like, make you not pass out again at some point.
I take one sip, and then I just go from sitting here to just a skeleton in my chair. It's like, whoops. And Sybil just, like, sips her, and she's like, every time.
You refuse to drink the tea, and instead of just, like, leaving it sit there, you, like, make a direct eye contact and then pour it on the floor.
And then she splashes you in the face with hers. And then you just have a normal chat. It just carries on like nothing happened. It's just dripping down your face the whole time. Sip your tea. So how did you wind up in Scarlet Hollow? The other day you promised to tell me, what was it? Unsavory tales of my mom's youth? Quit yanking me around. You have something to tell me, just come out and say it. What's with all the mystery and ritual? If you have something to tell me, just come out and say it. Drink the tea. I can sip it or I can just drink it.
Let's sip the tea for now.
I'll sip the tea. Oh, you're not having any, I guess, Sybil. How do I know this isn't poison if you're not having some too? You take the
Sybil,
tea.
How many drugs are in this tea, Sybil?
One whole drug. That's my. Were you not paying attention? This is my business. I sell one drug at a time. You take the tea, sipping it delicately. The citrus smell is fleeting, quickly replaced with this earthiness at its core, like you've taken a mouthful of dirt. Great. But the aftertaste combines the two flavors into something soothing. But that's not what you said the first time we drank it.
Yeah.
And you find yourself feeling more comfortable, your muscles relaxing for the first time in days. Shut up. That's not what happened last time. The first time I took it, I was like, ew, gross. This tastes like something old people would drink. Then I put it down.
Yeah, well, see, your taste buds are old now, so it's different.
That's how that works, right?
And now you are the old people that drinks it.
Oh, man. The next time I try to drink a Monster Energy drink, I'm going to be like, ew, gross. What is this chemical crap?
Your heart is just going to explode out of your chest if you do that.
It's just going to, like, jump out of my mouth and be like, I'm out of here with, like, a little hat and a briefcase. Like, I'm not putting up with this shit anymore. Yeah. I'm too old for this. No more. So how did you wind up in Scarlet Hollow? That's an interesting question. Was she born here? You think that she's a spooky witch that was involved with what happened during that ghost stuff.
I do think that she's a spooky witch.
So let's see if she was born here or came some other time. Oh, my family's been in these hills for life. It was probably your mom. That's how I know so much of the local flora. Everything I've learned was handed down from generations of hill folk. There hasn't always been a reliable doctor up here, especially not one most folks could afford. They have to figure out their own medicine. The other day you promised to tell me, quit yanking me around, what's all this? So which version of the same question we want to ask?
I think the unsavory tales of mom's youth is a different question from these other two.
I guess these two are saying, like, what do you know and you're not telling me? And this one is like, The other day you promised to tell me, what was it? Unsavory Tales of My Mom's Youth? That's the name of my next book, actually, Sybil says, taking a sip of her tea. Like, but it's in a, she doesn't have a cup, she just takes like a hip flask, like in her coat, she just drinks it out of a hip flask.
Sybil, is there tea in that?
Some of it is tea.
Tell me there's tea in that, Sybil. Yeah,
there's tea in it. I most certainly did, though I might have been exaggerating a bit for dramatic effect. I'm prone to do that. In a town this size, you get to know everybody, no matter what the age difference might be. Vivian was a little younger than me, which meant I always had a certain older sister instinct about her. Her family wasn't good to her. Her Elaine was a lot like your great-grandmother Edwardine, which is to say she was not a very kind woman. Similar to Tabitha, but with more social grace and considerably more hatred for her fellow man. Was she just a monster? Whoops. Did they like take one daughter and split them in half, or one's good, one's evil? Is that what this is gonna be?
Vivian got the good side.
You got all the. Perlane got the. What is it? Oh my god. Vivian got the recessive genes, and Perlane got the what is it? Dominant genes? Is that it? Yeah. Vivian could drive a Jeep and shoot a gun at the same time, guys. I don't see you doing that, Snake.
But what does that mean for me and Tabitha?
Well, she got more of the recessive and you got more of the dominant, which is why she's a curmudgeon, but, you know, and why you're internet famous.
Yeah.
But your mother wasn't a shrinking violet either. She was just as stubborn as any other Scarlet, so her family choosing her as their punching bag made her into quite the rebel.
Oh.
Okay. Why were Perlane and my mom raised by Edwardine? What happened to their mother? They were raised by a literal murderer. Ooh, okay. What do you know about my grandma? I feel like I know a lot about the women in my family, but what about the men? Do they even exist? What happened when my mom found out she was pregnant? Change the subject.
No, the Scarlets actually reproduce by mitosis.
They're like Amazons. They just go and get men just for breeding purposes, then just dump them off somewhere. They just go raid a village.
They literally continue to raid a village in modern day.
They're just out. Tabitha's just getting the truck ready for the end of the week. That's why she doesn't want me here. She has to go get somebody. She keeps raiding the mine, but like everyone's getting wise to it. They keep showing up. They're like, man, she just picked me up one day. She said we were dating.
That's why she's had so many boyfriends.
That's why she's had so many boyfriends. Why were Perlane and Mom raised by Edwardine? What happened to their mother?
Yeah.
What do you know about my grandma? Let's pick that one, yeah.
Yeah, let's take that one.
Their entry into this world was violent, I'm afraid. Their mother was young, too young to be pregnant, especially with twins. She didn't survive the labor. The twins, eh? What do you know about my grandma? I'm afraid there isn't much I can tell you. I think there were two in that generation. The eldest died when the girls were still children. Again, two.
Yeah.
Edwardine never spoke about them, nor did your mother.
It's just like a thing that happens with the Scarlets, maybe, and we just like don't know about it for us and Tabitha.
So what you're saying is to solve the curse lingering over the Scarlet family, we have to do a fusion dance, me and Tabitha.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'll go ahead and merge the split soul like it's Alyssa, Heather, Cheryl, I mean. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I feel like I know a lot about the women in my family. What about the men? Do they even exist? I suppose they just haven't been very noteworthy since Edwardine took over the mines and started killing them. Her husband died a long time ago, and to be quite honest, I can't even recall his name. Might have been Stuart or something just as forgettable. Who cares? Just he says with a shrug, like, I don't care. Doesn't matter.
Don't worry about it, Instagram. He's not narratively important.
Literally not important. We didn't even bother coming up with a name for the backstory of this character. Yeah. From what Vivian said, her father has some teenaged fling that ended once your grandmother found out she was pregnant. I'm fairly certain it was similar for Vivian, though she was much older and I believe she was the one who ended it. That what with skipping town and all, they just raided a village, guys.
Yeah.
What happened when my mom found out she was pregnant? She came to me for advice. She was distraught. It was like she'd been handed a death sentence. Maybe it was fear from what had happened to her own mother. Maybe it was something else.
Yeah, there's definitely some kind of bloodline curse here.
But she seemed convinced she was in danger. Tabitha had already been born by then, of course, but she was born in wedlock, so I assumed your mother's worries had something to do with religion. The local cult doesn't like it when bastards are born outside of the certain... They have to do it on an altar, and she didn't really like it. It's like really uncomfortable. It's like, no.
I mean, it wouldn't be very good.
It wouldn't be very good. Though the Scarlets weren't particularly religious as far as I knew. But the way Vivian was that night she came to me, it stuck in my mind. It's always had me wondering what it was about your family that made her panic so much at the thought of having a baby.
Definitely 100% some kind of like horrible curse.
What do you know? I say, slapping her in the face. But she doesn't even like react to it. Just like a force field just over the skin. My hand hurts afterwards. Like, your witch power is protecting you. Damn you, Sybil.
And then she continues the conversation as if nothing happened again.
With another swig from her hip flask. There is indeed tea in this. What's with all of the mystery and ritual? If you have something to tell, I'm gonna pick this one.
Yeah.
Though we'll pick this one. Just tell me, God. I just paraphrased my sentence. I'll need your tea leaves first. I have pieces of the puzzle, but the tea leaves should help to give me the full picture. Fine. Finish the tea. You close your eyes and take another sip and then another. It's delightful. If you say so, I guess I just needed to be old to enjoy this.
Your old person taste buds like it now.
The tea is gone before you know it. The small cup empties, save for what's left of rehydrated leaves coating the bottom. Sybil wasn't lying when she said it would help your condition. You still feel aged and worn, but you're a little less tired and a little mentally sharper than you were a few minutes ago. I'm gonna need more of this, Sybil.
That works fast.
You got me hooked, kid.
What do you put in this?
Drug.
Oh, right, the drug. That's right.
That was the sample. The next hit's gonna be $100.
Heck.
Damn it, every time. Oh, good. Glad you found the tea palatable enough to drink. It should do you some good. It's one of my more medicinal blends. My medicinal blends.
Medicinal, yeah.
Now on to business, she says, just using her hand to brush off the cup to the floor. She's like, now you owe me money, motherfucker. That wasn't free. Oh my God, you drank all of it. I wasn't expecting that. You kind of overdosed. You're supposed to sip that slowly. Sybil takes the cup from you, staring thoughtfully down at the sludge. It says, remember to drink your Ovaltine.
Here, have this other tea. It'll counteract the first tea.
This tea, though, is like $500, so... Oh dear, this doesn't bode well.
That's how she gets you.
That's how she gets you. You've got just about every warning that can fit in the bottom of a cup. Cross, kettle, hour... You're just making shit up, Sybil. Shut up.
You were just making things up.
All of these mean death, misery, difficulty, and the hourglass ties it all together with definite urgency. It's fair to assume this one looks like a ditchling. Oh my God.
Literally just looks like a ditchling. It has the face and everything.
The ones around it have question marks. Just question marks around the ditchling, actually. And she turns it upside down. She turns it upside down. She's like, oh, this one looks like Gretchen, actually. She gets distracted and just starts looking for different shapes.
Oh, this one kind of looks like Wayne.
This one looks like me. Aw. It's fair to assume that this all has to do with whatever brought the ditchling. Something is coming, and whether any of us can stop it, I'm not sure, but we may at the very least be able to figure out what it is. And there's a central figure here. A cat. An enemy lurking in plain sight. Frou-frou, you mother
Frou-frou.
Frou-frou, you mother... It's Frou-frou. Or it's Pixel. It might be Pixel. That cat could be Tabitha. It could be Wayne. It could be Stella. It could be Kanika. It could be Oscar. It could be Reese. It could be Avery. It could be the logo for the video game's developers. The cat could be Dr. Kelly. She's been nothing but hostile since I've met her. The cat could be Dustin. He's a possum who lives in my dresser, and I try and talk to him every day to hear his wisdom and help with his troubles. It would break my heart if he's the traitor. How do I know you're not the cat?
Have we told Sybil that we can talk to animals yet? I don't think we have.
No, we haven't. Which one are you picking?
It's definitely Frou-frou.
It's not Frou-frou. There's no way it's gonna be the dang-ass cat in the manor. Unless, I mean, it may be. That feels too like, wow, it's a cat, huh? Well, I know 2 whole cats.
It won't be Wayne, because he hasn't been lurking in plain sight at all.
Stella? She came right up to us and she's missing right now. We've known her since we got here.
Yeah.
We've barely talked to Avery. Unless it's Reese, because he's gonna turn into a monster.
Yeah.
But we only met him yesterday.
But that Reese turning into a monster here feels like just like a... It said the cat was a central figure, which makes me think it's like the overall culprit, rather than just like one of the random ones.
So Tabitha, then? It's not Pastor Daniel.
Yeah, I would say either Tabitha or Stella, probably.
I
don't want it to be Tabitha.
I don't want it to be any of these characters.
Yeah.
Especially not Dustin.
I want it to be Frou-frou.
How do I know you're not the cat, Sybil?
That is also possible.
How do I know you're not the cat, Sybil? I'm gonna pick this one.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Sybil is helping you. Okay, the game is telling me that I'm dumb. And if she was the cat, why would she warn you about herself? It's a little... What the fuck is this?
What?
Excuse me?
What?
Is that the writer doing? Is Sybil like brainwashing me right now?
Did Sybil just like brainwash you just right then?
This is the first and only time this has happened, so I'm pretty sure this might be like narratively significant that happened. It's definitely Sybil.
Yeah.
Which one do I need to suspect then? Because I'm not allowed to pick Sybil. How do I know you're not the cat? That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
How do I know you're not the cat?
Just keep doing it until it's like. I wish that the text for it just kept getting more and more insistent that it's not Sybil.
Eventually just starts adding emojis like they're rolling their eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess I can. I'm gonna pick up one more time, then I guess we gotta pick something else. How do I know you're not the cat? Whatever, shut up, Sybil, you're the cat.
There's no way that's not Sybil just like beaming that into your head.
She's using telepathy right now. She's like, haha, you accidentally swallowed my transmitter with your tea. It's literally just like a square of metal just in our belly right now. Okay, are we picking Tabitha or Stella?
I feel like Tabitha is the more like obviously suspicious one, because we do know she's got things she's hiding.
Well, they're not going to be literally cats.
Yeah.
Tabitha's too obvious, and I think she's super cool.
Let's pick Stella. Why not?
Stella? What was the describing? That's ridiculous. Sybil is helping. That's ridiculous. Sybil is helping. That's ridiculous. Only Monica. Only Monica. Only Monica. A cat, an enemy lurking in plain sight. There's no... It's you, Sybil.
Yeah.
I don't consider any of these people enemies. There's literally no reason to think any of these people are against me. Especially not Dustin. God. I would give my life to save Dustin.
I mean, I can kind of see it being, like, actually being Tabitha, but...
I guess we'll pick Stella?
I guess. I don't know.
Tabitha feels too obvious.
Yeah.
I don't want to call any... Whatever, Stella. The cat could be Stella. She's disappeared after last night, and we haven't been able to find a hint to where she might be. What if she's plotting something with her switchblades? She doesn't have any respect for other people's boundaries. Who's to say she wouldn't betray her friends to satisfy some ulterior motive? She dragged me into the woods a few times after we met to go monster hunting. She seems too untrustworthy, if you ask me. If this were... I don't agree with any of these. She'd be the best candidate for a surprise betrayal. She barely seems torn up about watching a man die the other night. I'm pretty sure she, like, cried. She pretty affected.
She seemed pretty torn up about it, yeah.
The way she's been actively courting danger the past few days, she has like a YouTube channel. It feels like she's into... It's always the hot ones. It feels like she keeps disappearing as soon as things start going south. She left Tabitha and I in the... No, she didn't.
No, yeah.
I don't want to pick any of these. Boo! Boo!
I think it's a thing where, like... I guess other than Tabitha and Wayne, none of them, they're like supposed to not be good options, basically.
Tabitha's like going out of her way to try to keep me out of trouble. Unless she's saving me for a sacrifice.
I mean, Wayne was also doing that, so...
We should have picked Wayne.
We should have picked Wayne.
Well, whatever. What are we saying about... Which one of these wrong things are we picking? Whatever. Maybe she's plotting. We haven't been able to find her.
I guess.
This is dumb. Stella's totally trustworthy. She also has Gretchen, which is the second best character in the game.
Yeah.
That could be the case, but I've known Stella Richmond for most of her life, and I don't think the girl has it in her. Please just tell me, like, no, that's not true, and then we can move on.
Yeah.
She's such a hurt soul who's been dealt a difficult hand, but you should trust your own judgment here, friend or family. The cat will make itself known soon enough.
It's definitely Sybil.
It's definitely you, Sybil, because it wouldn't let me say it was you.
It's definitely Sybil.
It wouldn't... only Monica. Only Monica. Only Monica. It's definitely you, Sybil. You don't have to figure out an answer right away. It often takes time for the mind to connect the dots. It's you. I figured it out already. Just be on guard and keep vigilant for someone close to you who isn't to be vigilant that someone close to you isn't to be trusted. Yeah, you. We know from the ditchlings that something terrible is coming your way, and it's likely that it's connected to some hidden enemy.
She's the one giving the reading, so she could have just made that up to, like, make us doubt our friends or something.
I don't doubt any of our friends.
Yeah.
Because it's you, Sybil. Perhaps we can try to counteract whatever might be planned for you. Judging by what you told me last night, these stones, carvings, seals, whatever you want to call them, I think it's likely they have something to do with this. Until the cat reveals itself, it seems like your best course of action is seek these carvings out, piece together what you can from your visions, and arm yourself with information. Have you sensed any others around town? Do you think there might be... oh my god. Do you think you might be able to find another? It's in the clinic.
I haven't...
Here's the clinic.
Yeah.
Your thoughts drift to that door yesterday, that sexy door. I can't get it out of my mind. The one that seemed to draw you in, urging you deeper into the clinic.
I like the little dragon guy on the left side there.
It was probably drawn by Reese.
Yeah.
Even just remembering it isn't enough to tug at you, compelling you to return and open it to see what's on the other side. You can find Stella later. Maybe you can even find her there. Maybe. What's important now is finally seeing what's hidden in the clinic. You didn't get all this from the tea leaves. Yeah. Bullshit. You fucking liar. I wish Street Smart. Why are you beaming thoughts into my brain?
Yeah.
I think I felt another in the clinic, but bad stuff always happens around them. I shouldn't seek them out. You god dang heckin', gosh darn hecker. You didn't get all this from the tea leaves. Of course she didn't. She's smart. She knows how to deduce things from the... Shut up. Why would you give me the option? Are you beaming another thought in my brain, Sybil?
Because she's beaming another thought into your head, yeah.
Of course not. Tea leaves are merely a guide. Sometimes they can help confirm suspicions or fill in where my intuition falls short. My family has lived in these hills a long time, as has yours. I know the Scarlets have secrets. I know Vivian was scared for you, but your place in all this is something we have to figure out together.
Yeah, I bet your family has lived in these hills a long time.
Your duplicates, your clones underneath this store, where you just like get a new body every few years. And that's where little tricks like tea leaves come in handy. But we shouldn't digress. Do you know where you might find the next stone? I think I felt another in the clinic, but bad stuff always happens around them. I shouldn't seek more of them out, those stones. I guess I can say in the clinic. She probably already knows it's there.
Yeah, maybe she wants us to find, like, us finding them and getting the visions is like fulfilling something.
Yeah, her ultimate plan to take over the holler and become the new dog mayor. That's her ultimate plan, guys.
Her evil ritual comes to culmination. There's a flash of light, and then she's just a dog.
But she carries over her age into dog years. She's like, man, I'm like 300 years old now all of a sudden. This is rough. Boo. Then she falls over dead. It's like, good job, Sybil. Dumbass.
Great. You're good. You did it.
I think I found another in the clinic. That's good. If you can find your way inside and uncover another stone, that could give you a leg up on your adversary. You'll just have to be careful to avoid the doctor. Something tells me she won't take too kindly to you sniffing around her clinic. I think that's all the help I can offer. All the help I can offer.
Yeah.
I hope this conversation has been illuminating, even if it just brought up more questions than giving any clear answers. Okay. Well, we're going to find out where we're going next time on Scarlet Hollow, kids. Sybil's brainwashing us with her little transceiver.
She's 100% brainwashing us.
She is 100% going to be an antagonist.